Do not jump on me. Don't you dare. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We have a beautiful day, a lot of sun. Beautiful day. It's 2 days before Christmas, so everybody's excited. Notice we don't have any snow. It's been a really weird winter. Really warm, too. But anyways, guys, I have a video idea for you today since I'm motivated because it's sunny. I've never made a video on this truck, but some of my most popular shorts are on this truck. So, I'm going to give you guys a quick little story on it. We're going to go over everything wrong with my 1986 F-150 that I paid $500 for about 5 years ago. So, that's what we're going to do today. So, stay tuned. So, this truck, got it back in, what, 2018? Something like that. Maybe 19. I think it was 2019. So 4 or 5 years, I don't even know. Can't keep track. But it's been a great truck. We bought it mainly for firewood, just a little, junk truck to drive around the property. That's exactly what it's been used for. All this firewood, dragged through the woods, headache rack, stacked with firewood, loaded down. You see all these scrub marks. It's been rubbed against trees. It's dragged, hundreds of logs around in the woods. It's been used and abused by me, obviously. But what's funny about this truck is it's the most reliable truck I've ever had. For some reason, it never breaks down. See that 75 right there? That truck was $6,500, right? 75 highway. Brand new battery. It won't start right now. Battery's dead. Of course there's a problem, that would make the battery die. Why wouldn't there be? It's no secret that these old Fords like to be bipolar, and it's just funny how every once in a while you get one that's really good, never breaks down. This damage was caused by me. The bumper fell off going across railroad tracks one time, scared the crap out of me at night. One time, me and my brother were going down the road before, I think it was like right after I got my driver's license. Just riding around the back roads, and this back axle fell out. The whole wheel come off. And right there's a black mark right there. You can see all this marking here, right there, I don't really know, but on here somewhere, it's probably half of it tore off by now. But this thing come flying past us, hit the truck, and kept going. And we dragged the ground. So, long story short, had a guy put it back in for $100, fix it. And then a little while later, the rear end just completely blew up. So, $150 more, we got a whole rear end put in it. So, that's the only problem we've ever had out of this thing. This thing is an animal. But it does have a lot of problems. Obvious reasons why you wouldn't be able to go down the road. The door's front. We'll crank it up, but you can see big problem there. We got a hole in the floor. We got condensation issues inside the cab. Literally have holes in the roof. It's a complete rusted piece of crap. So don't comment on my video saying you're destroying it or you're abusing it. This thing is not restorable. I mean, maybe it is, but it's beyond the point of that. It's not worth restoring. It's an automatic transmission. It's 351 Windsor. Been a beast. Put one battery in it because, like an idiot, I forgot that. Oh, look, another problem, right? No key, right? It's push button. So here this whole time I was like, I got juice, but I can't get the button to work. I mean, I couldn't get it to start. It was completely dead. So I put another junk battery in it. Still wouldn't start. Put it on the jumper cable. Still wouldn't start. It's like, maybe these batteries are just junk. So I went and got the cheapest battery I could find, 3-4 years ago, something like that. And I've never had this battery die. This thing has sat all winter long several times. Never pulled the battery out, and it'll always start. So I'll go ahead and prove that right now before we continue here. Ooh. Let's see. It's 32 degrees. It's been sitting a while, so we'll see. I'll give it a couple pumps. But normally what this thing likes is foot to the floor, crank, let off. It'll fire up. And so we'll try and replicate that. Foot to the floor. Off the throttle. Back on the throttle. Off the throttle. Back on the throttle. It might idle. Sometimes it doesn't idle, but it might. See, it runs like crap. Sounds like crap. Amazing this thing runs. But for some reason it does. The 4-wheel drive works great. Oh, that tailgate works. The tailgate latch just recently broke, so that's a problem with the 86. What else is wrong with it? The windshield wipers don't work anymore. The headlights still work, high beams still work, interior lights come and go. Ford emblem's missing. This is obviously an issue here. We got part of the wiring harness dragging on the ground. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot wrong with this thing. Somehow it runs. Both tanks still work. The ignition doesn't work. Roll-up windows still work. Homemade armrest. See that? Windshield wiper don't do anything. The heat does still work. It'll come on, it'll go off. 4-wheel drive still works. Cruise control doesn't work. Horn doesn't work. Fuel gauge works. Temperature gauge works. All the gauges still work. Turn signals work. Man, what a piece of junk. That somehow still runs. Let me go ahead and pop the hood for you guys real quick. So there you go. I'm sure there's a million problems under here that I can't tell you the answer. Obviously something just ripped through there. It leaks everything. Just keep adding stuff to it. It's got Chrysler transmission fluid in it. Millions of vacuum lines obviously aren't hooked up. Tons of stuff right there is not hooked up. Oh, here's the battery. July 2020, so that's 3 years since it's changed. Been the best cheap battery I've ever seen. Fan shroud's missing. I have it somewhere laying around. Couldn't really tell you where it is. Amazing. The old Ford just keeps on going. We've seen enough of that garbage. I don't even know if it has an air filter in it. I've never changed oil in it either. That's another thing. Literally never changed oil. Never changed oil in it in all these years either. So I hope that that's not hurting it. But we put about 2,500 miles on it in all these years, because we did drive it up and down the highway quite a bit when we first got it. And that's kind of a funny story. I'll go ahead and let you guys hear. Me and my brother, we were going down the road one time and we completely ran out of gas. We were trying to go to the gas station. So this random kid pulls over to help us, right? We happen to have a gas can with us, so that was awesome. So he gives us a ride up to the gas station. We fill up our gas can, whatever. And as we're pulling up to the truck, I said, yeah, just don't let us forget to get the gas can out. Let's grab that real quick. And we were just laughing about it. And then me and my brother get out of the truck, and he takes off before we can even get the gas can out. And I'm thinking, you gotta be kidding me. Surely he's joking, right? He just took off, stole our gas and our gas can. But he was obviously so smart, and I'll get to this in a second. But anyway, we broke down right in front of a guy's house we knew, ran out of gas, whatever. So he ended up giving us a ride in his Jeep, and we went and got gas, filled it up, whatever. Got the truck filled up, went home. Well, we get home, and the kid remembered exactly where we told him we lived. My dad was here doing some work on the property, and my dad was so confused, so it all made sense when we got there. But apparently the kid actually just honestly forgot to let us get our gas can out. And he remembered when he got home, and he felt so terrible. He actually drove up to the house and gave my dad the gas can. So that was just hilarious, you know. What a funny story. A good guy, good kid, whatever he was. You know, he was young, 17 or so. I was probably 17 or 16 then, I don't know. But young guy, right? We're both kids. But that's awesome, you know, good enough person, bring the gas can back. He felt completely terrible, and it was just shocking. Me and my brother were just, I heard we're on the side of the highway. Just, what in the world? I can't believe somebody stole our gas can. And their gas. But, you know, this old truck, I don't know. Never gonna get rid of it. It's just been an absolute, just unbelievably tough truck. Absolutely abused, and just, what a beast. Never had it. I don't even think I've ever put air in the tires, and that's serious. These are Cooper tires. I've never even put air in the tires. So I'd say this truck's got its weird curse of being good, which is just, I know that's funny. It's just been a good truck, and you don't get that very often with these old Fords. I mean, yeah, the Fords are great. I love Fords. I'm a Ford guy, but it's no secret that old stuff typically is always problematic. And yeah, this thing's got a million problems, but the fact that it serves its purpose, right? The purpose is to haul firewood and just beat on it on the property. And it does that all the time, all year. And it never complains, it never breaks down. You see it's idling now like it's just a complete dream. And when the rear end actually did blow out completely, it actually caught on fire. And I remember me and my cousins, it was so funny, we were freaking out, it was dark. And we were about 20 miles from the house here, and we pulled the rear drive shaft out and went in front wheel drive all the way home. That's what we did. So, got some stories, a lot of stories of this truck. I could go on and on, but that kind of, I just had an idea. I mean, with this thing, you know, I wanted to make a video on it now and kind of introduce it to the channel because I never directly made a video on this thing. I thought, how hard would it be, or how cool would it be to make videos where I go over this thing and actually try and fix all of its problems? You know, I could start trying to even bondo it and fix rust. I could practice that. I could put the front bumper on, which that's no big deal. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. Could fix get a new grill, redo all the wiring underneath the truck that's falling apart, try and fix the windshield wipers, try and fix everything that's wrong with it, and just see how close to perfect we could get it. And if we could, I think that'd be awesome. And maybe get it, fix the exhaust where I could drive down the road and it's actually efficient. It doesn't top out at like 60 miles an hour. Because these things are pretty amazing. This is like a top-of-the-line truck of its time. So it'd be cool to maybe start fixing it up, even though I kind of defeat the purpose of why I have it, is just to beat on it and stuff. But it's just been such a good truck, it almost deserves that. You can see the bumpers caught a lot of abuse, gets hung on stumps and stuff in the woods. It's exactly what happened. But if you guys like to see a video like that, let me know. Comment that down below, ideas, or if you'd like to see us fix it up. I had painted the wheels and kind of painted over some of the rust a couple months back. Made it look a lot better just doing that. Because it had those ugly gold wheels in the front and just black ones in the back. So painted them chrome paint, works pretty well. Unfortunately, I knocked the mirror out. So, you know, that'd be another thing we had to fix. We put a radio in it. I could put some F150 badges on it. Definitely want to fix the exhaust at some point. And I'd like to fix the tailgate because it randomly just broke, so I don't know. So now you gotta pull this. It's aggravating. But still works. Tailgate still opens and closes. So this video wasn't super long, but I just wanted to make it really quickly to show you a video exactly talking about my 1986 F150 that still has less than $1,000 in it. And it's just been a good old truck. So if you guys would like to see that video, let me know down in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below ideas and videos you want to see of this truck and everything else. And let's get to 20,000 subscribers. We hit 10,000 a few weeks ago. That's awesome. Thank you for that. We'll see you in the next one.